as the FIFA fair play handshake takes place. We can take a look through the teams. Coventry are looking to make it 5 consecutive wins in the Championship this afternoon. If they are, Charlton are still without a handful of first-teamers that have fallen to injury, especially in defence. They do, however, welcome. Charlton are going to have it all against them today. But there is belief. The only Championship side to remain unbeaten at home this season against a side who are missing players through injury, concede by the shed low ball at their feet with Coventry. Isaac Alafe has Campbell in the middle. He thought he was getting a corner, but he's actually conceded the foul, a nudge in the back of the Coventry City defender Kitching, and you'll see on the replay it was quite an obvious arm in the back. Though, Rodoni, Sims, Jones comes out to slow him down. Mason Clark gets it back from De Silva. Faced with 2 in red. Rodoni back to Mason Clark. Can he get there? No, he can't. Just boxed away behind for a goal kick by the Charlton defenders who had numbers back there. Well, it's the first real bit of midfield. Now Rodoni again. Van Eerwijk faced with Tyrese Campbell. Rodoni gets it back as well from Van Eerwijk. Finds a cross as well, plenty of whip on it. Sims attacks it. Well, he did well to rise and meet it cleanly, but he didn't really get much power on it. There wasn't much power on the cross, in all honesty. Ellis Sims with the first attempt on target of the afternoon, but catch and practice really for Thomas Kaminski. Clock, goalless here at the CBS. Charlton looking to make something offensively for the first time this afternoon. Kaminski's long ball. Jones got something on it. Campbell. Danger here for Coventry. It's Campbell. It will spin here for Nibs. And Charlton Athletic take the lead at the Championship leaders. Harvey Nibs in front of those travelling Charlton Athletic supporters. They are in raptures. It was a very forgettable away day in the week, but that is much more memorable. It fell so kindly for Nibs, who batters it in. Well, it was rather fortunate, you have to say. Fell here for Campbell. It could have gone absolutely anywhere. His shot just ricocheted off a Coventry defender so kindly into the path of Harvey Nibs, who simply couldn't miss from about 8 yards out. Well, let's have a look here. It just bounces off the back of Kitching, I think it was. Campbell then managed to get his shot away, and yeah, it just hit Torp. And Harvey Nibs gives Charlton Athletic the lead after such a... Matt Grimes to take the free kick for Coventry. Plenty of whip on it. Rodoni, Thomas, blocked on the line. Well, Bobby Thomas sneaking in behind at the back post, completely unmarked in blue, with a great opportunity to test the goalkeeper, but simply too many red shirts in the way. It was Bell who put his knees together to put it behind for a corner. Yet somehow, the referee says no as Charlton come forward. It's all happening here at the CBS. Van Eerwijk tries to spin away from Amari Bell. Well, this was a chance for Isaac Alafe a moment or so ago. He had so much time to think about it, and sometimes that's to the player's detriment. Wasn't a clean strike right down the middle of the goal. Head down, power from Alafe. Find anybody in blue, though. Thomas. Mason Clark against Bree. Brilliant cutback. It's a wonderful ball in, but Jones read it well. Silva. Mason Clark. It might open up for him here. Instead, it's Eccles who buries it with brilliance. Well, he scored on his last appearance here against West Bromwich Albion, where they came from behind to win. And has he set up that exact script with the equaliser here. Coventry City 1, Charlton Athletic 1. Well, he picked up that knock a few minutes ago, which he seems to have recovered from almost miraculously, because he doesn't seem to have a problem here. Touch and finish. That is how you do it. There from Mason Clark, taking 3 Charlton defenders out the game, opening up the space for the Coventry City midfielder, who puts it beyond the reach of Thomas Kaminski. The perfect time to equalise. But you wouldn't expect, if you didn't know that information, that these two sides would be separated by such a gap. Torp, inside for Radoni, who tries to bend one. It deflects off a man and behind for a corner. Well, Coventry City are starting to find space on the edge of the Charlton box. And Ervik, seeing the movement of Torp. Radoni just not picked up by anybody in red. Jones, or Gillespie I should say, just turning his body towards the ball. Victor Torp to take this corner for Coventry City. Lots of whip on it! And it's Ellis Sims who's on the score sheet again. 2 goals on Tuesday night and 1 on Saturday afternoon. Sims shines at the CBS for Lampard. Well, they've had plenty of corners in this first half, and they've not looked particularly dangerous from any of them, but Sims, rising highest, nods Coventry in front. But he was being so tightly marked. James Bree was basically giving him a bear hug from behind, yet he was still able to rise highest and nod it beyond Kaminski. Well, who was worried? Coventry City, league leaders, and acting like it. Well, for Charlton Athletic, it's a familiar feeling. Side going behind at home again. Well, thanks to goals from Eccles and Sims, the league leaders lead at the half-time break. Coventry's that exact same facial expression he was when they were 1-0 down. Still arms folded as well. It's a very direct throw-in. Some technique from Milan van Erwijk to all that throw-in from Van Erwijk. Saw a gap, saw the movement, and Sims just didn't connect with it. Tell by his reaction, all he can do is send it over the bar. But was completely misjudged by Kitching. Lee Byrne, like all good strikers, picking up the pieces. But Carey with his head down, he went for power. Maybe placement would have suited it better. Charlton Athletic, they've not had too many opportunities in this second half. Are they going to come to rue that miss? Radoni, really impressed by him today as he goes on into the penalty area, finds Mason Clark, who I don't think expected the pass. It's a difficult one to trap and take under his spell, but that'll go down as an opportunity for Coventry City. Just bounced off his ankle. And before he knew it, the Charlton players were around him. Player from each side remains on the floor. Radoni, Mason Clark, looking for a third. Radoni, brilliant recovery challenge. And that'll be a corner for Coventry. Well, Torp is the man who's ended up on the deck on the halfway line. Let's have a look at that chance again. For Mason Clark, he's been really exciting down the left-hand side. Greg Doherty, though, the captain, back to keep the score at just 2. Radoni through to from Mason Clark to wrap it up for Coventry City. They'll cut it back for Radoni. Deflection saved, and Ellis Sims is there again. 4 goals in a week for Ellis Sims. And once again, Coventry City are coming from behind to win in front of their own support. Coventry City 3, Charlton Athletic 1. Well, it was initially a great save by Kaminsky. It hit Coventry and fell onto the foot of Kaminsky. But when you're at the top of the league, this sort of thing happens. The ricochet falls right into the path of your number 9. Ellis Sims couldn't miss from just a few yards out.